My name is Brianna. And my name is Shania. I would like to welcome you to the 2013 Roebuck Family Reunion Function. We would just like to say how happy we are to have everyone here celebrating this awesome reunion. We would like to recognize our family members from California, New York, Florida, Texas, Georgia, DC, New Jersey, Australia, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and last but not least, St. Croix. I would like to take a moment to say a special thank you to Lauren Roebuck, Mary Roebuck, Yurice Hendrick, Michelle Hendricks, Evatama, and Oran Roebuck Bowie for jumpstarting and spearheading our 2013 family reunion. Let's give them a round of applause. We hope that everyone has enjoyed their time at the 2013 Roebuck Family Reunion in St. Croix, and we look forward to seeing you all sometime real soon and as we continue to grow new vines from our strong Roebuck roots. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, we have a short program this evening. I'm going to start, but before I start, I want all of you, look at your tickets. We've got some prizes, some door gifts to give away, okay? No, it's not a round trip ticket back to St. Croix. I'm so sorry, okay? All right, you ready? The first number is 360-383. 360-383.
Bingo.
Oh, really? Okay, Cousin Terry. Okay. And Cousin Terry is from Florida. Step right up and Joy, Cousin Joy has your gift. Okay. All right, I'm going to do briefly reflections. Growing up, my father was really proud of his family. He was proud to be a Roebuck, and I never forgot it, even though I wondered were we related to Sears and Roebuck, but I guess not. I don't know. Anyway, I would come from New York to St. Croix every summer. So every summer, every Christmas, every Easter, I think my parents really wanted to get rid of me. One of the things I remember I want to talk briefly about several of my uncles, and one is really my cousin, but we couldn't call him cousin, we had to call him Uncle Harold. Okay, so I'll start with Uncle Richard. It was nice to come home to St. Croix because Uncle Richard used to tell me little stories. But he used to tell me the same thing over and over all the time. So he would say, girl, you hear me talking to you? Get it? I said, yeah, you told me that already, Uncle Richard. But the funniest thing I could remember about Uncle Richard, he had a laugh. He had such a great laugh that he would be by the gas station. In those days, it wasn't a gas station, but he would be standing at the end of the road, and you could hear him all the way in his house, because he had such a laughter. And one thing I remembered about him that was kind of funny, was a joke on me. I had gone to the bathroom, and when I came out the bathroom, I had a toilet paper all the way behind me. So my uncle said, Maren, who you got trailing behind you, girl? I said, I don't know. He said, Helen, check that child. She got things crawling behind her. But Uncle Richard was really nice. And you know, what I enjoyed about it, when he used to tell us, we used to be on the farm and we used to have to help, like, I think with the cows or something, Ruben, move them to the other side. But it was so much fun because he loved his family and he loved these Virgin Islands. The next person is my Uncle Earl. When I would come home for Uncle Earl, the big thing was Aileen, Joy, Radiance, and myself. I don't know if Harold went with us at that time. He was kind of young, little Harold. We used to have to go to Uncle Earl for donuts and cocoa, or tea and cheese. That was a big thing for us for Uncle Earl. Uncle Jimmy, he was funny. The thing with Uncle Jimmy was I think 10 years old, and he said he was going to take me to a party. Now, you know, you could imagine me going to a party with my uncle who's much older than me, and I'm still a minor. So I said, Uncle Jimmy, go and ask Aunt Helen. Please ask her, because I really want to go, because anybody who knows Uncle Jimmy, he loved to party. And here his granddaughters are right over here. Well, he went to Aunt Helen. Of course, I kept saying, go, go, go. When he went to my aunt, she said, Jimmy, you crazy? That's a child. No, she's not going with you at all. The next person was Uncle Willie. Uncle Willie got mad at me because I didn't like this particular fruit. I can't remember right now. I'm having a senior moment. Soursop. I didn't like soursop. Uncle Willie thought it was the most craziest thing, and he thought there was something wrong with me because I did not like soursop. It's a fruit that I don't like, and I still don't like it today. The next person was Uncle Harold. I remember that Uncle Harold came, and my aunt told us to go wake him up one day when he was visiting. Well, Uncle Harold looked so big and tall in the bed. So when Joy, Radiance, Aileen, and myself went in the room to wake Uncle Harold up, we kept looking at each other and we kept saying, Uncle Harold, Uncle Harold, get up, get up. Because he was so big, and when he got up, I mean, he looked like he was as tall as the Empire State Building. The next thing I remembered about Uncle Harold, now my cousins told me this, I wasn't there at the time. It was Uncle Richard, right Joy, and my father, and somebody else. They used to sit under the tree, and I guess Uncle Harold was visiting at the time, so he wanted to sit under the tree with them too. So they tell me that Uncle Harold said, well, can I sit under the tree and be a member of the Under the Tree Club? I don't know who it was, whether it was Uncle Richard or my father, or whoever was there. They told him, yeah, you could be a member, but you got to drop your pants. Well, you know what they said? Uncle Harold dropped his pants. So I have wonderful memories of all those old timers that went on. And his grandson is here, Terry, and some others. So there are a lot of good times. And Mary talks to Luke and Louis. And yes, and we're so glad that Louis is here. We almost had a heart attack when we saw him yesterday. So everybody, give Louis a clap for coming. Louis, you can take a bow. You can stand and take a bow. And I heard that he's a good salsa dancer. And then Mary would talk about how much fun she would have with Aunt Inez. And here Aunt Inez generation right here. Okay, so next, and family is so important. We may not see each other all the time, but we must remember one thing. We are a family. And yes, you may not get along at times with everybody, you know, but it's important that we connect and remember each other because we do have a proud heritage. Now Cousin Mary, who's that washi group, she will tell you about the gift.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to say I'm too weak.
Oh, no, wait. I forgot my Uncle Turi, too. The funniest thing with Uncle Turi was we wanted him to go to the hospital. So Chesley and Chesley called the ambulance, and we stood outside Uncle Turi's place where he lived. So we said, Uncle Turi, the ambulance is here. Chesley said, Uncle Turi, the ambulance is here. They come to take you to the hospital. Uncle Turi said, yeah? Tell them come back tomorrow. I'm in the bed. And Uncle Turi loved his goats. If you asked Uncle Turi for a goat, he would start crying because he didn't want to sell his goats.
And they all had names. Here, Beachy group, raise your hand. Woo! Make some noise. All right, Washi. I'm not sure if we have anybody from Jimmy's group.
Yeah.
For Jimmy? Jimmy? Okay, we got Jimmy. Make some noise.
But they're watching.
We have Aunt Kissy. Over here, Aunt Kissy. Make some noise. Okay. All right, welcome again. I'm not going to go too much into the memories because they're kind of like heartwarming. One thing I want to say about today, I enjoy very much doing genealogy work. I do it not just for our family, but every once in a while I might get a request from somebody else. And I've had challenges, and I met the challenge, and now I have a lifetime membership to get into the Ag Fair because I took somebody several generations back on a challenge. But it's a passion, and I want to thank Roland, and we're going to have Roland say a few words in a little while. Roland is the one that got this whole thing going. It started in 1983. So that's my passion there. And when you go back and you think about the stories like Maren was talking about, and Aunt Inez, Aunt Nita's group. Please, Aunt Nita's group, we just got in touch with them through Facebook. And I didn't know any of them, and it was kind of funny because when the first one friended me, well, he asked to be my friend, and I really asked him questions after question after question because, who are you? I don't know you. But once he said that his brother was Roberto Tuhrul, and Tuhrul is not a very common name, but once he said that name, I knew that he belonged and that, we connected. And so because of that, then I have all these wonderful new families. And there are many, many others on Facebook. And Louis, it even solved a mystery for Louis because Louis kept remembering a little girl that Aunt Socorro was taking care of. And he kept asking, well, who was this little girl? I know this little girl, but I just don't know who she belonged to or who she was. And we got in touch with these are some of Anna's nieces, right? Anna's your aunt, and Titiana. And because of the connection, I hadn't seen Anna since Norman died in 1963. And because of that Facebook connection, I met up with Anna again and all these wonderful cousins. And Anna was able to solve the mystery for Louis as who this little girl was, who turned out to be Anna's sister. And she, rest her soul, is now deceased, but now at least Louis knew who that little girl was that he was so concerned about. So, there's a lot of good stories that come out of it. And yes, I want to do a book one day, but, that's one day. And I want to... Oh, my sister. I found a sister and a brother. Well, the brother is deceased, but I found a sister that I was looking for that had no idea that I existed. And I only know of her because my mother spoke of her and spoke of my brother. And it was through the 1940 census when that opened up. My sister Cheryl was there at the table. Soon as the census opened up, we were right there waiting to hit that button to say it. And Cheryl found the 1940 census for my mother, who died when I was 13. Cheryl was 11. And when we found that, there was what I thought was a mistake in the spelling of the name. And so I put a note to Ancestry, and it so happened that my brother's son became a member of Ancestry at Ancestry.com, and he saw that post. And I had put the reason, thinking that this was a misprint or mispost, because this was my mother and this is my brother. So long story short, he sends me an email through Ancestry, because Ancestry don't give out information. And he got in touch with me, and I sent him through the ringer again, and he said, "Do you want a copy of my birth certificate?" and he said some things that led me to believe that, there was a connection there, and then I gave him my personal information, he gave me his, and that opened up a door of others. So his mother and his stepmother remembered where my sister Ramonita used to live. And she stayed in the same, she moved to New York and back to Puerto Rico, went back to the same neighborhood. And his mother remembered where she lived. So I Googled it, and there was, you know, the house and everything, but something wasn't right. I called Louis. I said, but wait a minute, she's close to the airport. Louis is close to the airport. He must know where this place is. So sure enough, Louis went on a mission for me, and Louis knocks on the door, and she's very arrogant. I don't have no sister. And he said, well, if sister says she have a sister, she have a sister. my nickname from small was sister. So he put her on the phone, and I was telling her all about our mother, and the person that raised her always told her that, you know, she had a birth mother and what she looked like and all of that. So she was able to be convinced, and then I took a trip to Puerto Rico. I met her. I met all her children, well, not all her children, but most of her children, and those I didn't meet, I spoke with. And met another one when I was coming back to St. Croix. She was coming into Puerto Rico, and so we spent 2 hours at the airport talking, and I still communicate with them. And so, you know, that's the wonderful thing about, you know, the connection. You know who you have, you don't know them, but, you know. Anyway, so acknowledgement, I got to say this, I got to make some acknowledgement, but let's have another drawing. Raffle, somebody pull a ticket. So while they're pulling the ticket, I want to acknowledge, I would like to acknowledge some people who really, really helped me with the part that I played. Everybody had, you know, their little niche and what they were going to do to bring this all together. And if it wasn't for Stanley Sneed, this is my tech person. If I say, Stan, I need so-and-so and so, he's going to whip it out in a minute and get something there on the computer, and, you know, he tells me what works, what doesn't work, and even when he says it's not going to work, it ends up working. And so the crest that you see, he fine-tuned it on the program, the booklets that you see. He fine-tuned the logo, got it ready for print, got it ready for the t-shirts. And May was like a godsend there too. Those books that you see, May had them printed around 4:30 this afternoon. And the documents in there are, remember when I asked for bios? Remember? I asked, send me your bios, send me something. So I thank all of you who did. Christina was one of the first ones that I got. And, you know, there were a couple others. Some of them came in the same day that we printed this thing. So, you know, you made us sweat. If you sent it in, we wanted to use it. Okay, and I didn't have time to really put it together. But May came through like a champ, and I don't know how many of you have been to WIM, the carousel that you see there with the family members who passed. I gave May a concept. I'm seeing this in my head, and May took it, ran with it, and she did a really good job. Even the last minute, when I didn't have a picture of Gilbert, and I said, my God, what am I going to do? Gilbert isn't up there. I went to his program, and we did the picture, the same thing with Radiant Sun, and we got it up there. So we pulled a lot of punches and did a lot of little things and got it done. And I want to acknowledge Abajay Maluk Sneed isn't here, but the family tree that you see at Landmarks, that was, again, I had a concept based on the logo, and I explained to her what I wanted or what I envisioned, and she made it work. And it was an awful lot of work, and she was sick in the process. She got ill, and she didn't falter. She still went through with it. And if you study it, you'll see that it's new vines from strong roots, and those roots are bearing new fruits, and as it comes up the chain, and the different branches, it comes up to the little ones, and so you'll see the little ones at the top. Now, there's 914 people, members on the family tree. Not that tree, because there's not enough room. But whoever sent me pictures or gave me permission to use the pictures, Oren, when I asked Oren for a picture, Oren said, use me however you want to. So, that's what I said. Oh. And thanks to Oren, we also have a checking account for our family reunion. I have to acknowledge Dougie, and I have to acknowledge Jeffrey. He's around somewhere. The two gentlemen taking pictures, those are our cousins. They are the grandchildren of Aunt Inez. Okay? And we didn't ask. They just came. Okay? And that, what do you think about the banner? The banner was up at Grimace Park.
It came out at you. It came at you.
Right. Jeffrey, compliments of Jeffrey Canton. And we didn't ask. Okay? Somebody else. The decorations. Janine, Joy, and Joanne. What do you think of the decorations? Okay? And there again, you know, they were willing to do it, and they were asking, well, what do you want, blah, blah, blah. This is your project. I'm dealing with the deceased people. They don't talk back. But sometimes they do. You'll be surprised. Sometimes they do.
So if they're getting married, anybody getting married, just contact those girls?
That's right. So, you know, their work speak volumes for them. If you want somebody to decorate something for you, you know, they're in solitude. Okay? You call somebody in solitude. Now, I have to acknowledge, there's two people I want to acknowledge that are special people. One of them is sitting right over there. Her name is Veronica Phillips. Okay? And Ronnie and Ricky Marshall. Ricky Marshall wasn't here. I invited her to come, but she's not well. But I need to mention them because we spend hours in the library. Ronnie has abandoned us and went to South Carolina. No, oh, one of them Carolinas. But Ronnie's on the phone with me sometimes late at night, and she's there talking, and you know, we really have some nice conversation. But Ronnie is a diehard. She was doing something on the Lucas side, and I was working on the Lucas side, which is my grandmother Mary's family. And what she was working on ran in with what I had. So I gave her what I had, and when she was finished, she gave me what she had. And that's the kind of rapport we have. And not just Ronnie, myself, or Ricky, but anyone at Landmarks at the library. If you want to do your genealogy, it's it's easy, but sometimes you hit those brick walls. But, you know, come out, see what we do, see what we have. Ronnie has been a diehard. I have something for Ronnie. Can I get the bag? I think I didn't mark it, but I could feel what it is. I don't want it to be mistaken and give out as a gift. And then I also want to show you what we're giving to Adalia. Adalia is Roland's sister. And Adalia started the family page, the Facebook family page, and was instrumental in, you know, inviting family members onto that page. And one of the results is having Aunt Nita's family and many others. And she herself couldn't come to the reunion because of circumstances that were beyond her control. But we want to stand as a bag underneath the chair, right there. I just want to show you what we're going to give Adalia. We're going to ask Roland to please give it to her. We're going to fill it in with some little goodies and what have you. Just a bag. And again, we have a family member, no, not that one, the two, they wrapped in tissue paper, and they feel sturdy, there's two of them. We have a family member, Debbie Espinosa Roebuck. Debbie makes these bags. Okay. Debbie makes these bags, they're nicely lined. And she does the artwork herself, okay? She has them in several of the local stores, and Debbie has donated several of these bags for raffles. So if the gentleman get this raffle, then you can give it to your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, whoever, okay? She does some for men too, but she didn't have any ready. Is Debbie here? Okay, Donald, is Donald here? Okay, they were supposed to come. Okay, but this is what we're going to give Adalia, okay? And there's several of them that are also I have something here for Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl is the eldest family member on St. Croix. He is the last, I don't want to say child, because, you know, when you're over 90 years old, he was his father's child. He is Beachy's, who is Richard Beecher Roebuck.
Who?
Richard Beachy. Beachy Roebuck child.
BT people, you hear it?
They're looking for the dessert. Uncle Earl is the senior person of our family. And Stan, could you open this? I want to show them what I did. He's the patriarch. Thanks, Vivian. And this too was done today. I started it several months ago, and then Veronica, let me tell you something. Beachy's wife, Rebecca. I mean, she gave us so many brick walls. I think we were building some kind of edifice. And she was really a challenge. And I put her to rest for a while. Thanks, Sam. I put her to rest for a while, and I went to work on Mary Roebuck because she was very easy to find. Back to 1797. So Ronnie stuck with Rebecca, and she went several generations back. And Uncle Earl, you remember me asking you who was Isaroon? Who was your family? So I did a tree, and I had it printed on the right hand. Let me see. On the left hand side is the descendants. So those will be pictures of Washi, Rebecca, on the ancestor side. And your grandmother was Sophia Albina Perry, and I happened to find a picture of her father. And thanks to Ronnie, we went a little further back. There was another name that I could have put there, but for the sake of space and hopefully, eyes to be able to read. And then on the right-hand side are the children, which will be Roland, Adalia, Wayne, and then I have their children. And so this is for you, Uncle Earl, with a lot of love. Okay? And this was done, it was completed today, and Stan battled to get this to fit on this one page. And, you know, 4 o'clock I was at Office Max while May was somewhere calling me, printing. Okay? So, and I believe that's that. Ronnie, I'm going to look for your gift because I know it's over there. I don't want it to go as a, okay? And then we'll show it when we get it. Lauren? Thank you, Mary.
Now, Terry, are you going to time Roland?
Yes.
Okay, cousin Terry is going to time Roland because Roland is a lecturer and sometimes he lectures very long. Roland, come. Terry and Ruben time in. You ain't got to put on your coat. You don't have to put on your coat. I think the next family reunion should be in D.C. What do y'all say?
There'll be too many Democrats in D.C. We don't need that. The outfit reflects the seriousness of the moment. I have been assigned this duty by the organizing committee because they know that I am very nervous. I forget my words. As a matter of fact, I have a nervous condition that when I'm speaking before a large crowd, little hairs start growing on my kneecaps. But you're not going to have the opportunity of seeing that because I'm not going to the beach. Right, Arturo? I've been given the responsibility to talk about the founders, foundation, and those that were before us that allow us the opportunity of being here. We must truly reflect on the hardship faced by many of our ancestors that had a serious challenge. That is, to survive some harsh conditions, forge ahead, and allow us to enjoy some level of comfort today. As I look at this symbol of our logo, I'm really, really impressed because if you look at the bottom of it, the roots represent the confusion that we face in attempting to understand how are we related, okay? And it's thanks to that, the efforts of Mary and those at the archives that we have been able to feel a little better knowing our relationships. And the relationships expand a lot of ways and they touch many geographical points. In reference to our elder, Mr. Earl Roebuck, that is around, let's see, 98. Oh, no, 90. He represents a legacy of excellence in reference to the brothers and sisters that have been able to accomplish many things in the island. The challenge for our youth, and I'm talking about people that are contemporary with me under 20, the challenge for you is to continue this legacy. We cannot feel comfortable just, oh yeah, we had the fiesta, we did the connections, we on Facebook, etc. We must continue making contacts with others and have them also share in this experience. I like the idea that Terry shared with me yesterday, that one of the first things we need to do is to develop a very comprehensive family directory, name, address, areas of expertise. Even if you're unemployed, you should be in the directory, because we have to expand and we have to continue this good feeling. As you know, there are many issues affecting many folks, especially in the United States, that are bringing us apart. But here, we are rejoicing with all the love that has been shared, all the care, the hospitality, and the willingness to engage. And we're going back with a lot of love, with a lot of commitment to continue this great experience. Terry is making signals. How many minutes I have? All right. For those individuals that are interested in dancing with Maureen, I would suggest that you give it up, because Joe, where's Joe? Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe, look, our partner over there with that mean look will be very upset if you ask Mara to dance. So, I'm finishing up by saying the legacy must continue. The younger generation, you must assume some level of responsibility of linking us up. You should hang with Mary so she could tell you a little bit about research, genealogy, etc. Because we are getting old, we are getting tired.
No, you are getting old. You are
I am sensing a lot of hatred coming from that section over there, and it's not helping my speech. I am saying to the younger generation, please, as you engage in Facebook, as you engage in all that stuff about looking at the phone every 2 seconds, please expand the network. We are getting slow, not old, okay. But we need to continue this. So on that note, I want to finish up by saying that I am totally pleased. The group in Washington is extremely, glad that I'm not up there, that I'm here. But we're very committed to assist in whatever way we can. And we want to thank our young eldest Roebuck, Earl Roebuck, for all the contributions that he has made for the betterment of the island, not only at the airport, because he worked on the extension of the airport, but he is not responsible for all the luggage that gets lost as you coming in from the United States to the islands. He also worked on the extension of the pier in Freshstead. Some of the local folk, including our ambassador from Australia, jumped into that pier. It was a horrible sight. It was filmed on YouTube, U-Pipe, UPVC. It was horrible. But, since they came from very, very far, we had to applaud. But pretty soon, he will be on film. Nikki just covered her eyes, and I just had to move away because the splash was all over Freshstead when he jumped in the water. Okay, so that's it. So thank you. We love you. We care about you, and future generations will be very pleased with the work that we have done today. One last announcement. I've been pressured by many sectors of the Crucian community to postulate myself for governor of the islands. I can assure, I feel confident that all of you will vote for me.
tickets, the next number is 360-397. And Roland, thank you for those words. Roland does a lot of work. On a serious note, he does a lot of good work. Huh? I did. What happened? Because y'all ain't gonna for the next one. Okay, Emma. Emma, is this your first time to St. Croix? Emma's our cousin from Puerto Rico. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna shake some more up here. And also, when we talk about our young people, I want you to look at the cover of your booklet. It was Jade that came up with the idea about vines. And so, Jade, please stand. So our young people are getting busy with it. And like she said, Jade, thank you, Jade. 360-365. 360-365. Oh God, or around here. Okay, Ora. Come. Brianna will give you.
She only wants you to praise it for them.
Oh, the book is going around. Please sign the booklet and give your email and all the information about you, because, you know, even though you'll be leaving the island, we do want to keep in contact, because like I said, Roland is probably having a heart attack, but I think the next one should be in D.C. Okay, Mary, anything else? Uncle Earl, would you like to say a few words? I'll walk over there to you. Oh, what you say? You heard Roland really hurt your ears, I know. I know. Okay, this concludes the program. It was very short. Now we have Stanley who's going to play. And by the way, for those of you that are from the States and you're not familiar with Quell Bay, this is our music, Quell Bay. So we want you to dance and we want you to have a wonderful time. And then we have a DJ as well.
Yeah, we have more to give away. What I wanted to say about Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights, they are ambassadors of our culture. They go into the schools, they teach the children the music from the very beginning. If a member plays a particular instrument, he teaches that child that particular instrument. They also, Casey is in the group and he teaches the children how to dance our quadrille to the puppet band. They learn the quadrille to the quadrille music. I'll keep it straight. But anyway, they are ambassadors and they're always out there willing to help and willing to go the extra mile. So they're playing for us today, and if you find it, I'm asking you, this is not something that, you have to do, but I would like to encourage you that if you are able to, whatever little donation you may be able to give, that we can then give it to Stanley at the end and give a contribution to his cause, because he has a scholarship fund and he sends children off to colleges of their choice for music, and those children come back and they play with him or they play in other venues. So, and we see the fruit of their labor, because he starts them from young and they come up, go to college, they learn, they come back and they give. So we would like to give a donation to Stanley for his cause. And so, you know, 1-1, as we say, 1-1, fill up the basket. Okay, so any little thing, if you want to give an art, that's okay too. We're not going to turn it down. But any little thing you could give, that we can then give it to Stanley for his children, or for our children, because they are ours.
Don't forget the family connections involved.
Oh yeah! Oh, how could I forget? Gilbert, who is Michelle Todman Hendricks' husband, is a member of the band. Okay, so Michelle is on Jimmy's line. Okay.
What line is that?
Listen, two more things we forgot to say. Tomorrow, some of the family members are Lutheran, so the church service will be in the morning at 11. What time is it? 9:30. Another thing, our cousin Chesley Roebuck, who's not here tonight because he's home with Mara. He's going to be ordained tomorrow. So the service at Lutheran Church ends what time? 11. It ends at 11.
These things are 1 o'clock.
It ends at 11:30. Okay, they said more or less. 11:30, and then Chesley will be ordained at, I think, at 1 o'clock, Joy? At 1 o'clock. So if you're able to go out and give Cousin Chesley your support. Okay? Those of you that will be leaving, that we won't get a chance to see you before you go tomorrow morning, safe passage, God be with you. And those of you that are staying, we look forward to seeing you another day. And oh, listen, there are races tomorrow as well. Those of you that like horses, you know, horses have been in the Roebuck family for a very long time. By the way, my father was a jockey, and he used to ride a horse called Born Dice. I heard the story 50 million times. And also tomorrow at Wim is Family Day, and please, these ladies have done such a fantastic job. So please go out and look at the display, the Roebuck display, and also engage yourself at looking at the other family displays that are there. Please enjoy yourself. Do not, I work in substance abuse as a prevention coordinator territory-wise. Listen, do not drink and drive. Please. Okay? So have a ball, baila, do everything, dance, enjoy yourself. But please be careful and get home safe. Thank you. Cousin Arturo, who's on the Washi side, he said, for me, which is correct, to give directions to the church. Okay, Google. Etta? Urice, don't turn your head. Give them directions to the church.
Which one first? It's two different churches.
Yeah, it's two different churches.
Okay, for the service at 9:30 in the morning, it's on King Street in Christianstad, by the library. For the service for Chesley at 1, it's by Canton Lutheran Church, by Central High School, by the cemetery.
Okay, the next number is 360-33-3. 360-33-3.
Where's that man at?
Okay, we're gonna read.
What you gonna do?
Don't worry, don't get a gift, but it ain't no man. Just calm down.
Go get your gift from Cousin Brianna. Okay. These cousins are putting pressure on me, like Christina.
Stand table.
361.
361. 361. Oh no. Listen, Christina is really gonna get me now. Okay, Brianna has your gift. Okay, listen. These people are gonna beat me up. Come on, here. They're very violent people, you know. Christina, I'm sure is shaking her off.
309.
309. Oh, thank God, my life has been spared. Okay, Bree. We have more gifts in there, Joy. How much more? 3? Oh, Lord, please let Christina get a gift before I Come stand.
Christina, what number do you have?
348. 348. 348. Is that you?
We're taking this on the table, wait.
348. Nobody had 348. Oh my God. Okay, my life has been spared one more time. Okay, let me go to cousin Jachella. Listen, cousin Jachella is ready to dance. This girl could really dance, you know. Over here. 384. 384. 3. What, Terry? What?
Hey, I really want, so get those numbers.
Okay. Oh, you see, listen, I tell you about this Roebuck man. He's speaking for her. Okay, Brianna, one more. Okay, how many more we have there? Joy. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me go to the washing table over here. Four, two, one. 421. It's too many men for me to remember. Okay, Joe. Give it up. Okay. So that's no more gift? One more? Okay. Listen, somebody has a gift and you need to really be careful that it doesn't break. It's by one of our artists. I think the person already got it. Leo Cardi, who is a fantastic artist here on the island, who passed a couple of years ago. Okay, let me see. What other table can I go to? Let me go over here to Mr. Roebuck that looked like Richard Roebuck, his nephew. $329.
That's on my table. That's on my table.
Oh, Lord.
Right here.
Okay, $329. That's it? No more gifts? Okay. Listen, we hope you enjoyed yourself with this part. Also, we would also like to, we had so many uncles that we couldn't remember all the names. We forgot. Our shortest uncle of all, cousin Uncle Lawrence. And his granddaughter's over there. And then we have Lawrence, Dan Lawrence. And some over here. Okay? That's his daughter. His daughter is in the back who did the prayer. Okay? So we try to remember all our uncles and cousins who were very wonderful in our lives and who made a great impression and helped us to be the people we are today. Thank you, enjoy yourselves, and dance and dance. Dance out some of that food at your age. And we want to thank the cooks, again, the chef for a wonderful job, and girls, ladies, Janine, Joanne, and Joy, thank you for making this room beautiful tonight for us. Thank you.
No, I didn't.
But he got 6 o'clock this morning. So now he did a couple of those. I don't sleep over there, come on. Yeah, you're back up over there. You're coming? You need help? You better be okay. I got it back now. I'm up
Excuse me, any Inez Roebuck Canton connection? We're taking a picture and we want you here. If you can join us to take a Inez Canton descendant picture. Thank you.
What will you do now? How come I never met you before? You're sweet like the pineapple and have me begging for more. Like the sweetness of the honey from a honeybee, like the sweetness of the soda made by Russian tea. I wanna proclaim it to the world. Sweetness I find in you, girl. Touch me so sweet, sweet, sweet like a Julie. I say sweet, sweet, I want to know how it's sweet, so sweet, sweet, sweet like when Barrow cooling. I say sweet, sweet like you find on a Julie morning. Give me a sweetness. Your sweetness is my weakness. Give me a sweetness. Your sweetness is my weakness. Now when the heaven and thunder and let an angel drop on love with me like that in thunder, I love I really can do it. Like that road man from Love Kitchen, I walk you till you drop. This motion is sweet and tender, I don't want to stop. Sunshine kissing me morning dew. It's never sweet as when I kiss you. I want to know how it's sweet, so sweet, sweet, sweet,
that's not what he's girlfriend. That's not to work it out. He's still on his way, but he's not going to make it in. I'm selling this study medical life for him. Yeah. He's on a patient.